MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. A good one on tap for you this afternoon between the Cincinnati Reds and the Milwaukee Brewers. The race for the division continues to heat up as two of the best square off next. Brett Anderson, a Texas-born left-hander, gets the starting nod. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, you can tell by this strikeout-to-walk ratio, 2-to-1, that this guy is more a pitch-to-contact guy than a strikeout-walk guy.
Coming to the plate now, Nick Senzel. He will lead this one off today.
Leading off the afternoon for Cincinnati, the center fielder, Nick Senzel.
Here's the first pitch to him. And that's taken high and outside for ball one. Dan Dero, these Brewers, as they begin play here this afternoon, they came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty B. Hey, Dero, talk about a team that's scuffling right now. I had a chance to talk to the manager before the game. He's not happy. The players aren't happy.
Yeah, and just a malaise has kind of come over this clubhouse. We had a chance, like you said, to walk through it a little bit. The boys are not jumping around. This is a big game today.
So up steps the former MVP Joey Votto. In his career against Brett Anderson, he's 4 for 13. First pitch coming, here it is. Just a perfect afternoon for baseball. 80 degrees under clear blue skies. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. Votto is a player referred to as clutch by teammates, coaches, and of course the media. He seems to find himself in pressure situations often, and it's hard to find many instances where those moments have gotten the best of him. It just appears he really relishes the big spot. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Woody Keller.
You know, Dero, Woody Keller's a good umpire, but at times the consistency kind of wavers a little bit. I'm not sure if you'd say he's a low ball umpire or a high ball umpire. Sometimes his zone changes from game to game.
Yeah, he can be a little inconsistent, Dan, no question about it, but he's approachable. As an offensive player, I just want to be able to turn around and say, is that as far as you're going today? And Woody will usually give you an answer.
Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
I think he had his mind made up. He was swinging the bat and trying to protect before the ball even left the pitcher's hand. That pitch wasn't even close. He would have needed a flagpole to hit that one.
At the plate, Eugenio Suarez. As he swings and grounds it toward the hole. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Nothing doing here in the opening half inning. Now it's the Brew Crew's turn in a scoreless ball game. Trevor Bauer, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
So coming to the plate, Lorenzo Cain, one of the better hitters in the game this year, currently 7th in the National League batting race.
There's no way you could have forecasted this kind of season from this guy. Not to take anything away from him, but I don't think many people in baseball considered him to be one of the league's best hitters for average coming into this year.
And guys, these Reds, as they enter play here this afternoon, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, Matty, they started yesterday off on the right foot. If they can put together 2 games in a row, a lot of positive vibes start happening. You never know. This could be a jump start to big things.
Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. There is Moustakas to look it in for the first out.
Batting second, the shortstop, Rock Holt.
So one away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring up the versatile utility man, Brock Holt. First delivery to him on the way. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. One out, nobody on. Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball. And he fouls this one off. Two and two.
I really like watching righties throw that cutter in on lefty's hands like that. This one was down 2, and if he hits it, there's a pretty good chance he's going to pound it into the ground, maybe even give himself a shin burger.
Is put in play to the right side of the infield. He's got it. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Batting third, the left fielder, Christian Yelich.
Now at the plate, Christian Yelich. He enters play at number 6 in National League batting average.
What a powerhouse season, in the top 10 in home runs and runs batted in. He's also one of the most feared hitters in all of baseball.
First offering on its way.
Yeah.
Bauer sets his sights. Here's the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Man, as a pitcher, you have to love pitching 0-2. Multiple ways, up, down, in and out, throw the breaking ball. A lot of different ways to get guys out.
And the throw to first will indeed get him. It's a strikeout, score at 2-3, and the inning is over. We've played an inning. No score here on the show. Ready now for Cincinnati, Mike Moustakas. He's a long ball threat, of course, currently number 4 in the National League home run race.
Man, this guy's been in fuego lately. A boatload of homers over his last 10 games.
Yeah, usually, Dan, guys get hot throughout the course of the season, but not like this. Hot and hot with damage.
And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1.
Jumped ahead with strike 1 there, and that's something he's going to do a lot of in this start. He doesn't have lights out stuff, so it's important for him to be pitching ahead and have the hitters on their heels.
The 0-2 delivery. Out in front as he rolls over it to second. Reined in. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
That is fifth, the right fielder, number 2, Nick Castellanos.
Stepping in, Nicholas Castellanos. Here's the first pitch to him. No balls and 1 strike. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. This is on the ground over to first. Oh, what a stop on the slide. He is out.
Batting sixth, the shortstop, Freddie Galvis.
So striding in, Freddie Galvis. And you see what he's done in recent action. Obviously seeing the ball well right now. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. And a slider gets away from him here as it just about got him in the ankle. 2 out, nobody on. A bouncer up the middle. Fielded cleanly. And the throw pulls him off the base, and the inning's going to continue.
And as a former pitcher, I can tell you, nothing is more painful than having to get extra outs in an inning. That should have been out number 3 there. Instead, he has to refocus and get back to work.
Now batting, Kirk Casale, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. From the belt, kicks and deals. First pitch is a slider called for a strike. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Galvis is off of first with 2 away. Swing and a liner. That gets down, and the inning will continue.
Well, that's demoralizing right there. Nice job by the offensive player getting the head out, but that's got to upset you, thinking that ball might have went foul.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time that the game baseball is a game of inches. 1 inch one way or the other could have been the difference between a foul ball and a base hit right over the third base bag.
Into the box now, Josh Van Meter. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. No score here as we play inning number 2. Lays off the slider that time. 2-1.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Now a hard liner, but foul. The 2-2 pitch. Now a fastball inside, and he works it back to a full count now.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
Out of the stretch, the 3-2 home. Hit on the ground to short. He's got it. On to first, and the Reds rally comes up short here as that ends the inning. Reds strand a couple. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And that'll bring up Keston Hiura. Power a big part of his game as he enters this contest, number 5 in the National League home run race.
One of the keys to being a good player, it's not how old you are, but it's how talented and how smart you are. This guy, one of the better young hitters in the game of baseball right now.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And this is taken outside for ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. And that misses. 2-1.
2-1.
He's fallen behind now. 3-1.
Well, that sets up a big pitch right here, Matt, because you don't want to lose the leadoff guy in a scoreless game. It's tough to work around a leadoff walk.
On the ground to third. Reined in. And there's one down now.
Batting fifth, the catcher, Omar Narvaez.
At the plate, Omar Narvaez. He went deep in the contest last night. First pitch on its way. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Big swing at the knuckle curve, gets nothing but air. 0-2 now.
Boy, so far early into this one, this guy's pitching really well. And I'm a big believer in body language. He's getting the ball. He's working really quick, keeping the ball down in the zone. And if you take a look at this guy so far early on, a lot of positive signs. He looks like he brought his good stuff in this one.
So he punches him out looking at the fastball. Omar Narvaez becomes out number 2 this inning.
Garcia.
Bauer's ready. Here comes the first pitch. And he begins the at-bat with a knuckle curve looked at for strike 1. Garcia, a Venezuelan-born ball player. He's a 9-year Major League vet. Fouled away. Bottom of the second here with no score. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Gone in order are the Brewers. We'll move to the third with no score. Striding into the box, Trevor Bauer.
The pitcher, Trevor Bauer.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Ball. We're playing 11. 1-1.
The 1-1 home is in there for the second strike. Rounded softly down the line toward first. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Now the pitch. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Playing 2 balls, 2 strikes.
The 2-2. Hit hard back up the middle, and that is through into center. A base hit, and the opposing pitcher gets aboard to kick off the inning.
Hey, that's a win-win right
Now
there.
that-
Solid AB by the pitcher after battling, making this pitcher work and executing and getting a result. Job well done.
At the plate now, Nick Senzel, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. This is line to left. And that'll get down out there for extra bases.
Hey, 2 runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They are in prime position to put the first run on the board right here.
Votto.
In is Joey Votto now, as he'll take a look at ball 1. On the season, Votto brings a batting average just a little over the 250 mark. First and second here with nobody out. That's to the left and foul. 1 ball, 1 strike. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. And he hits the corner with that one. 2-2.
So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
This is the only guy in the lineup that struck out so far, and now he finds himself in the hole with 2 strikes.
He pulls this one into right, but this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
The third baseman, number 7, Eugenio Suarez.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Eugenio Suarez. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at-bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Hey, this dude's clearly capable of clearing the bases with 1 swing, so I think the approach to this guy is try to keep the ball off the plate, see if they can get him to chase something.
A ball and a strike.
Wow, I can't believe the hitter took that one. The pitcher absolutely got away with a hanger.
And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
One there, relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Reds leave 1. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian as Ryan Braun steps in to get things started.
Ryan Braun.
First pitch of the at-bat. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. One and 1 the count to the Brewers' first baseman. And it's 1 and 2. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Van Meter is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first out.
Batting 8, the third baseman, Eric Sogard.
Here's Eric Sogard. First at bat for him in this one. He was 1 for 4 with a double in the ball game last night. Here's the pitch.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty, but hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
3-ball count right now. This looks like the best chance of getting a base runner on so far.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Hey, I don't care what league you're in, American, National, if you're playing on Mars. If you get a heater down the middle of the plate as an 8-hole hitter, you better be swinging the bat.
And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
Stepping up to the plate, Brett Anderson. He could be bunting here in order to stay out of the double play. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he pops up the bunt attempt. And there's the second out as he squeezes it while standing on the mound.
The center fielder, number 6, Lorenzo.
Digging in to try it again, Lorenzo Cain. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch coming, here it is. Good setup, and the circle change hits the spot. 0-1. A 1-1 count to the Brewers leadoff man. 2 out with the man at first. And a knuckle curve missed that time. 2-1.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Bauer pauses. 2-1 on its way. Weak grounder down the line at third. But this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. This is foul right side. Another try at 2-2. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. Castellanos will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Milwaukee leaves 1. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. All set for the start of the 4th. And up next, the former World Series hero, Mike Moustakas.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Now Anderson right back after it here as he jumps ahead of the leadoff man. 0-1. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Yelich will wait on it. And he puts it away for the first down.
The right fielder, number 2.
So with that, let's call on the guys in the graphics department to put up the pitch speed comparison for the two starters. And both guys have been coming with some low to mid 90s heat here. 96 versus 93 as the top two speeds thus far. So the base is empty here with 1 away. And the right-handed hitting Nicholas Castellanos will bat next. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Ball.
Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue or does somebody score here?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
Line toward the alley in left center. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double. And that certainly represents a career milestone. Hit number 1,000.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. 1,000 isn't a milestone that's going to get everyone talking, but as an individual, you have to feel pretty good about it. He'll definitely be wanting that ball for his trophy case.
Standing in now, Freddie Galvis, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Ready with the 1-1. Swung on and missed. That strike 2. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate. Hit out towards second. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away.
Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
To the plate now, Kirk Casale. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. And they're runners at the corners now. The 1-0 delivery. Swing and a liner. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
Off the bat, that had soft base hit written all over it. But a nice snag there by the infielder on that soft liner that could have been a potential base hit.
Coming to the plate now, Josh Van Meter. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4, and we are tied 0-0. Here's Brock Holt now. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Brock Holt.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. 4th home run for him on the season. As the Brewers get on the board first, it's 1-0.
There's still some game left to be played, but that one swing could end up being a deciding factor in this one.
In is Christian Yelich.
Number 22.
As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Van Meter is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Up next for Milwaukee, the second baseman, Keston Hiura.
So stepping in, Keston Hiura comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Breaking ball called just a bit low.
1-0.
There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. One and two now as that one's fouled off. 1 out, nobody on. Grounded back up the middle. And that'll get by into center field for a base hit. Well, when you're going as well as he is, not even a 2-strike count is going to get in your way.
Yeah, Matty, he's having a monster season, well over 300. Right there, when you're feeling that confident at the plate, it doesn't matter what the count is. You're willing to go deep and still feel confident.
So now to the plate, Omar Narvaez, as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. This is line to left. And that'll get by and on through towards the wall. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double.
That's pure pitch recognition right there. He's able to get the front foot down, backdoor breaking ball, and drive it the other way. That's the kind of thing that fires me up.
So here is Avisail Garcia as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball 1-0. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Garcia has a slugging percentage a little over .425, a respectable number. That's wide, 2-0.
Tough situation for him right here. I mean, he's got an open base, so he doesn't have to give in to this guy, but there's definitely danger looming on deck, so you can't just completely work around him either.
Too tight with that one, 3-0.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
Here comes the pitch for Garcia. And he'll just make him throw one over here, 3-1. Second and third here, one man out. High and deep to right center. Right fielder is on the run. But he can't get there, and that'll plate both runners as it hops over the wall for a ground rule double.
Number 8.
There's an interesting play right there. Base open, they elect to pitch to him, and what does he do? He hits a ground rule double, which forces the run from second and third to come in to score.
Here's Ryan Braun now, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 3 runs already home here. All over that one, but a little out in front, foul ball. A ball and 2 strikes now. And now a right-hander's begun to loosen up in the Cincinnati bullpen. Hit softly down the line at first, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. From the stretch. Grounded to first, fielded by Votto, and he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
Now batting, third baseman, Aaron Sogard.
So a man at third here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in utility man extraordinaire Eric Sogard. First offering on its way.
Too high.
He certainly has an open base down there, but you don't want your defender standing flat-footed for much longer.
And here's a fastball that's nowhere near the zone. It's 2-0 now.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
Now the 2-0.
Ball 3. 3 balls, no strike.
And he missed with it there, ball 4. It's a 2-out walk with the runner still at third.
That walk is going to feel a little extra frustrating for this pitcher. Not only do you never really want to walk the number 8 hitter, but it's also going to let the pitcher hit this inning instead of forcing him to lead off the next one.
So now the Brewers pitcher, Brett Anderson. He's got a chance to add on to what's already been a big inning for them.
Yeah, 2 on here and 3 on the board already. They've absolutely come out and forced the issue of this inning. Matt, a hit here could really fire up that dugout.
From the stretch. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike. Runners on first and third, 2 away. skied into straightaway right. Castellanos is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. So they pick up 3 runs on 4 base hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. We played 4 full. The Brewers lead it 3-0. Back here in Milwaukee at Miller Park as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to talk about the state of the Reds offense with their manager between innings. And one thing he mentioned is how well they're doing at simply putting the ball in play. He said he's really proud of the fact that they've only gone down on strikes once in the game, all while averaging over a base hit per inning. If that kind of combination continues, he thinks there's a lot more to look forward to.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And that'll bring up the pitcher, Trevor Bauer. Here comes the first pitch. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1.
Pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here, capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
The 1-0 home is swung on and missed. Strike 1. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. All even now, 2-2.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
Well, I'm glad we get another look at that beauty of a pitch right there. You can't spot a sinker in a better location because even if you do get the bat on the ball, there's not a whole lot you can do with that. Textbook sinker.
Into the box, Nick Senzel. As he'll look at a slider that runs in too far for ball 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. One and one to the Reds' leadoff man. No runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. Here's the pitch. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2.
Don't be surprised if he gets another back foot slider right here. Don't think for a second just because he took the first one that this pitcher won't come back exactly the same way.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Really pulled that one across as the slider misses well inside.
Back-to-back sliders in on the hands. He didn't handle it real well at all on the previous pitch, so why not come right back with it again? Better job of laying off that one, though.
Pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Looking up is Yelich, and it's gone. It's a solo home run for Nick Senzel. Home run number 5 on the year, and the Reds hit the scoreboard. It's now a 3-1 ball game.
Well, they're still down, but this homer right there might light a fire under the whole team. Give them a spark to climb back into this thing. We'll see if this gets them going.
Stepping in now, Joey Votto.
The first baseman, Joey.
A ball and no strikes. Looking at his career totals, Votto is at least partially known for being a long ball threat, of course. In fact, he's standing on the doorstep of 300 career home runs as he hits here. Swing and a little blooper to center. Coming in on it is Kane. He can't get there as it falls in.
The third baseman, number 7, Eugenio Suarez.
At the plate now, Eugenio Suarez. He swings and grounds it to short. There's one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Reds get one of the runs back on this solo dinger. On to the bottom of the 5th. It's the Brewers 3 and the Reds 1. In now is Lorenzo Kane. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
First pitch of the at-bat. Hit back up the middle. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning. The throw into second, and he's safe.
Man, this guy's really starting to swing the stick again, D-Roll. That extends his hitting streak to 9 games.
Yeah, he's leaking into 3 series right here now. 9 games, that's getting firm. He's seeing the ball well, and he's making the proper adjustments at the plate.
Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Here's the 0-1.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And this one's in the dirt. Good job there as the count goes to 1-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
The left fielder,
And here's Christian Yelich now. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. But this is foul near the seats. 3-1 our score as we play inning number 5. Fouled off. And that one got a piece of him.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that was intentional or not, but I do know when a guy at the plate is a stud like that and first base is open, there's absolutely 0 reason to put the ball in the strike zone. I think he was trying to work around him, and it just got away.
So first and second with 1 man gone, and in at the plate steps Keston Hiura. He's set, and the pitch. 3 runs, 5 hits, 1 error thus far in the game for Milwaukee. Oh, can't spot the cutter any better than that. Nothing in 2 now.
Yeah, this is straight survival mode. Down 0-2. The numbers are definitely not with the batter here.
Working for the punch out and the offering. High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. First and second now, 1 man out. Got him.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the 4th time he struck out, and we're only in the 2nd game of this series.
Omar Narvaez.
Standing in now, Omar Narvaez, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball one. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Slider is laid off on the inside as it just misses the zone.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
3-0 to him now.
Not a good spot to be in right now. Pitcher's falling behind an account with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
Come on, Omar. Yeah,
A 3-0. And that pitch misses for ball 4. So some intrigue now as the bases are loaded here with 2 away.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
Red Skipper up out of the dugout and making that slow trek to the mound. And he's going to make a change here. That's going to be all for Trevor Bauer. So he'll depart here in the 5th after working just 4 2/3, and he's on the hook for the L unless this one turns around. Jose De Leon answers the call to pitch here in a big spot. He inherits a bases-loaded jam, but needs just 1 out to get out of it.
De Leon.
Avisail Garcia will be the first one to greet him, and he'll bat in a big spot here. Bases loaded and 2 out in the inning. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch.
no, that's down. Ball.
There's certain pitches throughout the game that decide whether you win or lose it. This is certainly one of the bigger moments right here.
And he might get them all home as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. Gone! It's a grand slam. So 1 swing, and he unloads the bases on that one. Home run number 5 on the year, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
It's almost unfair. He inherited this mess from the previous pitcher, but he definitely didn't help the situation. They hoped he could save the day and put out the fire, but instead he threw some gasoline on it.
Into the box now, Ryan Braun.
Ryan.
And it's fouled away. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
Ball 1. That's right, get out.
Now it's swing and a miss, and he's behind 1 and 2.
2 strikes.
Four runs here in this half inning. Changeup laid off down around the shins.
Playing 2-2.
This pitch is popped up. Votto over to his left, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Another good inning for the Brewers. It's about time to roll out the barrel. More from the show. Saturday baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, Mike Moustakas.
Mike Moustakas.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Action now in the Milwaukee bullpen as they'll have a right-hander loosen up. They haven't played perfectly as it's hit on the ground. Scooped up. Flip will come to Anderson covering as they get the out at first.
Now batting, right fielder, Nick Castellanos.
Ready for another shot now, Nicholas Castellanos. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Ball.
Oh, that's a nasty breaking ball right there. Backdoor slider. Just missed the corner. As they say, that's a Hall of Fame pitch.
Count is even 1-1 to Nicholas Castellanos. Bases are empty, one man out. And right into the shift, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Here's the pitch. Just inside, not by much. It's 2-2.
Boy, that's one of the toughest pitches to lay off. A hard breaking ball at the back foot. Tough take on a terrific pitch.
Sent on the ground, but right into the shift. Fielded cleanly on to first, and it's a fine start to the inning for Anderson. 2 away now.
The batter, number 3, shortstop, Freddie Galvis.
Digging in the switch hitter, Freddie Galvis. Last time through was a base hit. First pitch of the at-bat. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Galvis behind 0-2.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of the spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been so successful up to this point.
Still no balls and 2 strikes. Good waste pitch, 1-2.
As a hitter, you got to be staunch in your game plan. You know he has a nasty changeup, and you got to fight to make sure it's in the zone. That's a great take right there.
Line toward the alley in left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's his second hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stopping.
In now, Kurt Casale. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. And a change up here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
1 strike.
And this pitch misses to the Reds catcher. Now 2-1. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1 left for Cincinnati. They're down 7-1. Bottom of the 6th inning on its way, but first, here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, during the break, I caught up with Craig Counsell, the Brewers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said that the 7 runs they've put on the scoreboard today have been a total effort from this lineup. Everyone is doing their job right now, and that's something they've continued to emphasize to their players. He just hopes to see them stay on the attack the rest of the way.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Digging in once again, Eric Sogard. He'll get things started here in the second half of the 6th.
Sogard.
the first pitch to him. And a strike called at the letters. Looked high to me, but it's 0-1. And now a pitch on the way. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. 6th home run on the season for him, and this is now a 7-run ball game. Well, we've now seen 4 homers combined between these two clubs today. What are your thoughts, guys?
Yeah, Matty V, one of the things you look for when you come to a Brewers game at Miller Park, you want to see Bernie Brewer go down the slide, and Bernie Brewer's face got to be a little bit sore after this one.
Dan, one of my favorite places to hit at. I always felt like great batter's eye in dead center. You can move traffic to both gaps. A lot of home runs get hit in this yard.
Too high, 1-0. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 3 homers, 9 driven in. The 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Bases are empty here, nobody out. Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. The 1-2. Misses, ball 2. Here now the 2-2. Liner in there for a base hit.
That's a grind pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate, and this batter's able to fight and keep his hands inside this baseball and drive it for a knock. Impressive.
And in to hit next is Lorenzo Cain. He swings and sends it in the air to right center field. Castellanos moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1.
Now batting, shortstop, Brock Holt.
At the plate, Brock Holt. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat.
Yeah, pretty deflating at bat right there, Matty. Not only for him, but the team as well. He's got to find a way to pull a trigger. Can't get caught guessing with runners in scoring position.
Throw over to the bag, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. And again a throw, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Once more, a throw over and a dive, but he's back in there. Both teams with 8 hits in this one. And he fouls this one off. Now the 1-1 pitch. Now this is slowly hit to short, probably too slowly to get to. To second for 1, but 1's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue.
And kids, this is why you always go hard into second base. Could have been an easy double play ball, but the slide really impacts the throw to first, and they wind up only getting 1 out on the play. Good, aggressive, legal slide that time.
Now at the plate, Christian Yelich. He's got to be looking for vengeance after getting plunked in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, you're not lying. Last time up, squared right in the back. Hopefully it doesn't stiffen up. I want to see if he can get through something right here.
0-1 the count. has a look. Now the pitch. Swing, and he puts a charge into this one, high and deep, and you can't forget about it. This ball is gone. So a two-run homer down the line in right field, number 25 for him on the year, as they push this lead up to 9 now. Sims gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys.
Up next
To the plate now, Keston Hiura.
The second baseman.
As he'll look at a fastball too high for ball one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
The 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
Take a step back right here. After 3 fastballs in a row, there is no chance he throws you a fourth.
The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. We're through 6 full. Brewers are out in front 10-1. Zach Brown is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. Ready now, Josh Van Meter. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
No balls and 1 strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Ball.
On the ground to the right side, reined in, and the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Jesse Winker will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning.
Jesse Winker.
And he lays off there, 1-0. He'll enter play here with an average just over 250. 4 home runs, 13 RBIs. Called strike at the knees, 1-1.
Nice adjustment out on the mound. Overthrew the first one a little bit, but got on top and let that ball rip right out in front of him.
The 1-1 home. Oh, and he hammers it to deep right field. Gone! A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Home run number 5 on the year, as it's now down to an 8-run ball game.
Well, when it left its bat, I didn't think it had the height to even clear the fence. Shows you how much I know. That thing was a laser shot that just kept going and going and going. Wow, that was impressive.
At the plate, Nick Senzel. As he'll take a look at a curveball that drops in there on the outer half, it's strike one. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. A ball and 2 strikes.
Might have been taking all the way right there. That pitch couldn't have split the strike zone any better, and you can bet he wants that one back at the plate.
1 out, nobody on. This one's flared off to the right side, and that's in there. Base hit.
Well, I think it's safe to say the ice is melted on this guy. He had been cold coming into this game, but that being his 3rd knock, I guarantee you my man's smiling on the inside.
At the plate now, Joey Votto. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss at the bender, and it's even at 1-1. Popped into the air, back behind second. Hiura waits on it, and he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning.
The third baseman, number 7, Eugenio Suarez.
Stepping into the box, Eugenio Suarez, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
It's pretty tough for a hitter to go up there looking for a first pitch changeup. And a good job of dropping it in for strike 1.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Playing 11, 1-1. Let's go, Brewers!
And here's a fastball, not close, as he runs it to 2-1 now.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive, not being very aggressive right now.
The 2-1 pitch. A swing and a ground ball to third. Fielded by Sogard, and he'll go the short way to retire the side.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join
But a solo home run will at least get this closer to respectability. Bottom of the 7th inning coming up. Get up and stretch. It's the Brewers 10 and the Reds 2. Michael Lorenzen enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
21, Michael Lorenzen.
Into the box, Omar Narvaez. A hit and 2 tries for him so far.
The catcher, Omar Narvaez.
Here's the pitch.
Ball.
Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2.
2-0.
3-0 now. Avisail Garcia waits on deck. From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. And no doubt about this one, it's in there, 3-1.
Stealing that strike on 3-0 was important, but you don't want to miss over the heart of the plate in this situation. I got to believe he's going to be way more aggressive right here.
Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
It looked like this at bat had the makings of a leadoff walk when it started 3-0. So that's a good job not to give in and battle back to earn the strikeout. That's not always easy to do.
So here's Avisail Garcia, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Bases are empty, one man out. Hot shot down the line, and he tries for the backhand reach at third, but it gets by the glove down the line. And he'll reach second now with one away.
Man, I love this angle. Looking right down the line. You can see that he generates his power from his lower half, taking it down the line for a clean double. Great look there.
Standing in now, Ryan Braun. Yes, he'll take a look at ball one. One out and a runner on second base. A ball and a strike. The 1-1.
Here we go. Ball. No, that's down.
Eric Sogard will be next. Full count, 3-2. Hit high in the air down the right field line. Right fielder coming on. He can't get to it. This one's down. And the runner from second will stay put at third. So they're runners at the corners now with one away.
The third baseman, Eric Sogard.
Stepping in now, Eric Sogard, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. And he'll be trying to replicate that home run swing that he took back in inning number 6.
Let's go. Wait for the pitch.
And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
Hey, the bullpen needs to step up in this situation. I got to believe the manager was hoping for way more than this.
In there, 2-1.
One of my favorite pitches in the game right there. The old Greg Maddux equalizer. Started at the front hip and bring it back.
Line to the right side. And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow. And not in time as the run scores.
Now back.
There are two parts to every great catch. One, getting the right route to make the play, and two, hanging on. That was a terrific diving catch by the outfielder.
Stepping into the box, Zach Brown. He's newly entered into the ballgame, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. From the belt, the pitch.
Ball. One ball, no strike.
Runner on first with 2 away. Now an off-speed pitch gets the outside. It's a called strike. Fouled away. to 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher, but sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And no problems over there for Votto, as that'll end the inning. 2 hits lead to a run here for Milwaukee. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The Brewers lead this one 11-2. So now the Reds' cleanup hitter, Mike Moustakas. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Moustakas.
Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. Hit down the third base line, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Now the pitch. Fouled off. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Rolled slowly down the third base line. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
I know that has to be frustrating from a pitcher's standpoint, but nice execution, nice hustle. Bottom line, nice hustle. Pitcher still one good pitch away from getting a double play.
You know, D-Row, one of the things you want to do is make quality pitches as a pitcher, and there's not much you can do right there. You make a pretty good pitch, and the next thing you know, you have a leadoff single on an infield ground ball.
And it's fouled away. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Now the 0-1. Pulls this one in the air out to left. After it is Yelich. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
The batter, number 3, shortstop, Freddie Galvis.
In now, Freddie Galvis. He singled his last time up. First delivery to him on the way.
Yeah.
Curveball looked at here for strike 1. Curveball, swing and a miss, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Hey, you know the pitcher right now, he's looking for that best friend, that double play ball. This is where you have to really be disciplined at the plate and make sure that you get a pitch that's above the knees that you can get in the air.
Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
In a double play situation, you kind of expect most pitches to be down in the zone, hoping for a ground ball. So that was an interesting pitch selection to go up in the zone. I think he caught him off guard a little bit.
In now, Kurt Casale, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. The 0-1 delivery, lifted down the line in left. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. Here it comes on 0-2. Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. Holt has got it, and the side is retired. Reds leave 1. That won't help much. It's 11-2. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and standing in is the veteran outfielder, Lorenzo Cain.
Lorenzo Cain.
Here's the first pitch to him. Now the 1-1 pitch. Is strike two swinging.
One ball.
Hey, that's the modern game right now. North-south. Elevate that high fastball and bury stuff in the dirt. Completely different from the east-west we came up playing.
1-2 is the cut fastball, but he holds back 2-2.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
This is on the ground over to first. Oh, it takes a nasty hop, and he's unable to haul it in.
Guys, that jacks me up right there. Kept his front shoulder tucked, the hip tucked. Was able to stay inside that slider and drive it the other way.
Into the box now, Brock Holt. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day.
Let's go one more time, baby.
A 1 pitch on its way. In the dirt here, and he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. Struck him out, so he's set down on strikes for the second time today.
Now batting, left fielder.
So digging in now, Christian Yelich. He went deep for a 2-run homer in his previous at-bat.
The last at-bat, Matty B, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
And this one runs up high, ball 1. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball. Popped him up. And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the second out.
That's exactly what they wanted
Now
out of that pitch
second
up in the
baseman.
zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Now to the plate, Keston Hiura. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one.
Go.
And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
The 1-0 delivery.
Ball. Ball.
If I'm managing this hitter right here, he doesn't even have to look down at the third base coach. You know he's got the green light. He's one of the best hitters in your lineup.
Here it is, the 3-0. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2
Now
away.
batting, catcher, Omar.
Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Robert Stevenson will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Kyle Farmer will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch.
Batting 9, number 52, Kyle Farmer.
Ready for another chance? Omar Narvaez. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and he was locked up by a good fastball for strike 3 last time. I'm interested to see if they attack him the same way. Come at him with hard velo late or snap something off in the dirt to see if he'll fish.
1-0 delivery.
Ball 2. 2 balls. No strike.
Knock it out, Joe.
2-1.
2-1.
And he fouls this one off. Here's the 2-2. And he struck out again. That's the third time he's gone down on strikes in this one. Brewers strand a couple, and it remains an 11-2 ball game. Digging in now, Josh Van Meter starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Yeah.
Probably a design take right there. They need base runners, so they're going to make them try to bring the ball in the strike zone.
The windup and the 0-1.
You got to cover the whole plate now after letting him steal 2 strikes on the inside half.
And he misses there. 1-2.
Well, there's the classic 0-2 wasted fastball. Not even close to the zone. We'll see what he throws on the next pitch.
Just hung in there on that one. Here's another 1-2. There's a curveball, but it misses well out of the zone.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Kane going back, but he won't get to it, and this should put a man in scoring position to start the inning. And the Reds get a man into scoring position on the leadoff double. So he waited till the 9th inning, but he comes through here to extend the hit streak. That was close.
Yeah, Matty B, you see that wry smile of him coming out of the box right there. He knew what was on the line. He'd be lying if he didn't.
There's a lot of pressure on you because you're walking into that batter's box thinking, I have a nice streak going, and this is more than likely going to be my last AB. He comes through in the clutch.
J.P. Fireisen, a 6'2" right-hander, jogs in to take over on the mound. Next up will be Kyle Farmer, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. Ball. 2-0.
2-0.
Liner towards second. And there's one away.
Oh, man, you can't hit a ball any harder than that. I mean, this ball gets on him in a heartbeat. Nice job to stay with it, though, and then make the out at first.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Nick Senzel. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball one. The 1-0. Down the left field line and deep. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Runner at second here with one man out. And this one runs a little too far in. Ball two. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1. There's Joey Votto as he gets ready in the on-deck circle. The 3-1. And that misses ball four, so it's first and second now with only one away.
The first baseman, number 19, Joey.
In now for the Reds, Joey Votto. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like he got fooled a little bit out front, ended up popping out. Expect him to be a little bit more leery of the breaking pitch this AB.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Now a ball hit in the air, but in play perhaps down the line, and no one will track it down. The 0-1 pitch. Line towards center field. That's in there. Base hit. Now a long throw home. And he will beat the tag. Safe at the plate.
Everything done right, Dan, on both sides, the defensive side and the offensive side, to send him, and the outfielder made a strong, accurate throw, but that runner was safe.
No doubt about it. That's one of those where you got to be aggressive as a third base coach. You know the outfielder has a strong throwing arm. You're taking a lot of things you're trying to get through a decision to send. A good send in a close play, but it all worked out.
Fouled away. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. Fastball just misses. That's ball one. Runners are at first and second with one away. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. The 1-2. Suarez left field and carrying well. Yelich going back. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. Number 26 for him on the season as they try to claw back. It's a 5-run deficit. Well, if you're just joining us, that's the 7th home run hit so far in this game. Really unbelievable stuff.
Yeah, Matty V, one of the things you look for when you come to a Brewers game at Miller Park, you want to see Bernie Brewer go down the slide, and now Bernie Brewer's fanny's got to be a little bit sore after this one.
Damn, one of my favorite places to hit at. I always felt like great batter's eye in dead center. You can move traffic to both gaps. A lot of home runs get hit in this yard.
Brent Suter answers the call from dugout as he'll try to record the final 2 outs of this one. Into the box, Mike Moustakas. Yes, he'll swing at the first pitch and bang one into right center field. That's a base hit.
The batter, the right fielder, Nick Castellanos.
Nick Castellanos at the plate now as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. As we near the end of this one, I think it's safe to say that the story of the game has undoubtedly been the long ball. Guys, what do you think about what we've witnessed?
Well, as a former offensive player, I absolutely love it. Kudos to both lineups for doing absolute damage today. One of the most fun watches of the year.
You know, D-Roll, what this shows me is this new age way of guys going up there, and they're swinging hard. You need to make good pitches, quality pitches, and if you don't have command of the fastball, you're in for a long day, and we saw that here this afternoon, a ball flying out at near record pace.
Some activity out in the bullpen now as a couple of left-handers begin to stir. Runners on first with one down. Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Now another 2-2. Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats in left. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there, 2 away.
That strikeout was a real good example of a pitcher continuing to make a guy chase out of the zone. When you recognize a hitter is in protect mode, you don't have to come inside the strike zone. You can just expand further and further until he literally can't touch it.
At the plate now, Freddie Galvis as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. A ball and a strike.
Wow, great pitch right there, right? Changing speeds. How about that straight changeup? How about that swing? Howdy, if you're waving at me.
Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon. The Reds down to their last strike. Now a swing and a fly ball, and this should do it. And he will make the catch here for the final out, and the Brewers have come back to even up this series at a game apiece as this ball game is over. 11-6 the final score in this ball game. The Milwaukee Brewers get the win on the heels of 4 home runs. Brett Anderson earns his 5th winner of the year. Trevor Bauer struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for our ball game this afternoon: for the victorious Brewers, 11 runs, 12 hits, 1 error. They left 6 men on base. For the Reds, 6 runs, 15 hits, 1 error, and 11 runners left on base. The winning pitcher is Brett Anderson. His record is now 5-4. The loss goes to Trevor Bauer. He falls to 7-3. Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 1 minute. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.